Nimbula Vinaka nakawakalevu na sema mai. Isa nakawalevu ngosa bola katika ono na kabiri moniti California viketongoi Hawaii sa bola katika na tolu na ya kabitalangani siga moniti. Nimbula Vinaka. sa Totoka wakaoti na sereongo na rewa na nongu vanua. Dona sere rongo Vinaka dina. Da waka Vinaka ni raundi na may sema tiko na singale ni kuwa. Da sema sara tiko ki California. Ni bula Vinaka na vanua da bangau ni sema tiko may kina. Sa ngol tiko ni kona wakambula sara tiko na University ni Deva. May laudala. O chane batiwali kerto na marama turanga do daka na University ni Deva erto bakarong sartunga mena kabina ni signi kuwa ngole tiko ni bakasinga levo may Viti rasar ngango ni kotumena nomuni veleti bakasinga levo se memo ni biloti ni bakarong mai ena ne veitalanoa Kai Epeli Tuibeqa dombulu Vinaka may Christchurch pedeli buli bakarua dombulu Vinaka talangana biokano ni sema sartung me Australia bakatalanga kina bikem na sema sarti ko mena tokala loma ni bula Vinaka sa katalanga ni ngule kina ngona turang daw daka o give ni Droini atong Droini sa kamatan matal na puno da video ni dawir tip kina na sigo Vinaka ni kuwa ya rong Vinaka nanto nomuni en nomuni vosamai en mona liva en ka Vinaka ni kuwa menta sana wakumbula sara kiwana nonda turanga wula gitu kaya na sigo ni kuwa andora kana nongo maro tak ni rongo di sama tiko wakumbula tiko ngo en bono levo Amerika. Na kene rei matanga ni rei kwa tok sa bakasar nga dora turanga di Amerika ni sambul Vinaka na Vinaka Kai Epeli Tuibeqa.
Sambul Vinaka Dr. Teresi. Such an honor to be on your talk shows.
Sa Vinaka wakalevo na lingoma na nongo kerkere wavini Vinaka talanga vini dorukai watsoni oklani na warong sartunga bingo na dora tol ni sala may Sacramento watsoni tambua nongo weka sa levo chuko na kumunilavo na sambimbi na nombausi Vinaka valevo na sema tikeru kamai vatike Kai Epeli Tuibeqa Vinaka wakalevo na sema tachiko na bewekani Epeli wakambula manda vera na nomu toka ni sara sema chiko mingo na nomu vata
Santo bula vi kimni na nugu toka ni sara tengka Amerika otana vi kimni nugu friends ni jen chiko ni sama tiko may vanua nanta vanua Viti nakvalev na vitokoni nakvalev na sama chiko na kavni singo na kondo nakalo gumara ni may interview tag vi Dr. Teresi nakvalev Dr. Teresi. I was saying to you before, I always look forward to having your interviews because my brand is very much inspired by the Fijian culture, by our masi prints, the way we dress, our way of life. And so every now and then we talk about stuff about the venue. I'm always keen to listen in, just so like, just for inspiration, just for like when I'm working on concepts or stuff like that, like it's good to listen from those who have done the research. So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and a big Vinaka to all those who are joining in from here in the US and all over the world.
Sa Vinaka wakalevo sara Epeli marutaka at least is a source of inspiration to all you designers yung matangando ba murecho ko palevo na nomu daka Epeli I admire your creativity, your tenacity, your grit, your courage na nomu na yalo elak maybe kimni kai for you to do what you do siya ni kimemi keve rani kimemi dakava ye kisarawi kimni kai mo ni dakava na dakava bakita merango there's so much there in the world for you to achieve in the field of designing ye sember mandi ni daru veitalanoa taka na nomu taledi ni droini na nomu do reda na beka membaleta na dakava ni linga kena biuta ni sulu me kimemi dondarama pamadal te kimni manda na nomuni koro ni vasu kena buno talanga niya susumeke.
Sa na go Epeli rakai Tuibeqa ngone ni lami koro so vasui vutuna ne rai susume tamvo koro nungu nungu na me vauch tali tamvo koro so ngali ching me biro karuna nungu bumbu nungu yava. Wuli me Gospel Primary School ngali ba ti wuli John Wesley College wuli accounting wali lay FIT o chauli lewan sarto na matemeki USP na Oceania Dance Theater o katalakina na Conservatorium of Music vi mastalaisia sa vi koso And so from there, like I've always had a passion for designing nagu bu quando kesa do dula so do nana linga ni tala itu. So from a young age, sandu like written on masi na all these little handicrafts at home. So when I went into fashion, makanga sa gunuin rock tu sa tapag kikina.
Why sarangana? Can I was supposed to extragangur gunuin rock?
So again, I think I started really going into it when I did pageants. So I started with Ser Tiki Vatu, and then went on to Alisi Rambukoanga. And so just after that, all the other queens, Drew's letter, Nani Serenim in the pageants. So sange juga na sana bini volunteer sikir na pageant queens go. Sanga ni tanga na pageant stage. So sange mo the sana designs komerani like nantara na visinga. So ya sange take vuku wartek sana collection ni na Fiji Fashion Week. That na biuta ko LNWP. Because just a tosa to me, I live in a trial and error, and the Tukuntina was pertanya. It takes a village to raise a child, and thank God that the many people, the many hands, the many friends that He's brought in my path to help me, coach me, to shape me up. And shape me up properly. And always like a friend or a family member there to just like put us back together again. But yeah, so thankful that along the way, like we've made good choices in like, keeping good friends and keeping good company. KuiViti.
Dina. Well, subutela namu tumbuta kamaya, namu tukuna maya ni nomumbu ko linga tu ni nona linga ni talai na nomu sari di ko chikurin do kesa na nona do tali na nomu se ngone lele maya sa tik bulore ti ko ibale na kaon na nomu talendi baka mundo talita kana be kama kawaya.
And yeah, nungumbu quando talita kana kana nilinga. So I kept a picture book. Into china nagu picture book na kakina tamba kaya nga talita kan do kambi bana laman ni bola. So no china magazine kan do kuchi bango na changin do bola na profile na ni series so nagu mundo kay mo kuri taka bango rin go kambi ni ko kaya bitin da chikin sa na bango sali kambi tu. So yeah, it became like nakangani rivala sa vale something else to do to pass time. But after a while, I didn't know that it was like that I could actually turn it into a business. So when I started, sa laklak salitik buhay sulimir na contestants, then I was like, oh, I'm actually good at it because everyone was saying, you're good, this is this. But for me, it's just like, oh, I'm going to kita kami vale. So
Sa Totoka dina. So to you baka ngaraka tu kuna baka ngunu itu siang tu ni dona siang tu ni baka kemem torban bimbi ya bikem ni kai it's a normal day for you sema na.
Iyo. Saruan do like santo luk tal na viva kaya pas viva kami menesi viva dere asan dere tu ay sini like sini baka entana kaya baka tu ni that's just part of growing up. It's not like I went to school and studied it and then got it's an achievement, but it's just something that we were brought up in. Achong ginto rin talaga malwa ni yan nandito mga na kawituki na marara ni talanoa, marara na kabay natagdag ni lingalalay. Kaya sa ginto nung tatakin mo nung tatakin ni design so sa ginto bili ka nga nung to inspire the guilty because knowing that our ancestors used their hands to tell stories, to keep our culture, to more or less spread the gospel of who we are as a people. So I was like, maybe when it's my turn to become an ancestor, I'm gonna cast na ready to mir na gonna mail you who you keep mas go sa I'm gonna mas kan balang go.
Di na to do ko sarangai sa baka na kena was mbaka bakarewa you've left a legacy. Vera. Iya, meron kayo tumuta kami nangon may mur sa rin chiko. Isa, sarka sarna da buti chiko na dam. So you've left something behind. What motivated you to call it KuiViti?
But nung susing may tambukor kaya tambo bahani tasir itu. So nung susing may nung kuno nung kita kan yung nung ni tasir talaga. Rato tir nung tambukor to release tal to nga Epeli. So I was like just to but never talo nung kuya may tambukor. So I was like just to keep a part of him in my journey always. I named the brand label KuiViti. So it's both like my grandparents. So my grandmother was the one who inspired the whole fashion and everything. And my grandfather is where like I grew up and like owe so much to him for raising me. Our parents, those two people.
Sa Totoka dina isa rong binakan dina na no you able to acknowledge na linga ni susu na bunoni susu may kina pambulu chika ni bikem ni kansar na sema tiko may na korota mo buwa bikem ni kada na sema tiko bakan ra na korota mo buwa sangol chika ni na bakambula and buno dangi Totoka tamo bokoro kila ni dono bono rere Vinaka Kai the tok may dak nagere sum tumay na tomba lodala dari sarai ni baya ni kulawe makuluba ni bula Vinaka baka levo na linga ni susu buwan dono doro bongo tuna nona taledi ni nona na kenan do daka na sulu and rami ono go tingo no ga imbita ka mandani sona tamba and nonda na saraba mande sona linga ena veka e vakavasaranga koe linga na me buakabuna na rere Totoka ni veka e vengaravi tiko kina. Ia, te kabusara mana me nanguna dava. Na nomu tumbo taki chukumaya tuko na mea ni obuli gospel. Wa secondary school be kai.
Secondary school John Wesley College, Riwanga.
Oi.
Kami tu sa tiku design sa kan taken tal na tuwir na nunggu kami bulu batamai. Woi saru tanga mo fashion designer. Santo tak bangko na polo na notes. Like can imagine bangko sa kita tak tukin na droini vini wo. Bono nga space. Nga space sara rin tikin na liko na vini wo na tops.
Wala mate bo to rubi kem ni to nangono to meningkas ni buli na levo ni nomun roi.
I was lucky enough to also be bright in school. Academically, I was very good. So the teachers never minded about the drawings as long as the marks was there.
So you were saved there. Wow, that is amazing. Isa, ken balang bale, kutilis tal mate na lomoni bal ni bule, na nomon roi ni chukaya, roi tak chukuman do na liku sendo na binibo. What inspired you to just to put all your images in your head on paper?
Dana kana living really well to basa kaftoya when I was growing up. Gisana volan to public na pala ni Enid Blyton comment over the fantasies, kina fairies and goblins and all those things. And the give we take we will come across that. Didi to the bakasam. So when sang kita take one chicken sa bakas to nga tumi wana buru-buru ya na live ni kanta sa ba imagine takatu.
So it all goes down to imagination, eh?
Iyo.
Wow.
Inungku moron buat kinungku ya lalu untuk encourage tak balik na bili bola. Benisaro na santo tungi bal satu ngasak tungan na bili bola. Ngas sangke minta mi ngas itu ngas tanda syndrome itu sama kagole febe na bili bola.
Sa Totoka dina non ro viva ungeti ro nangasi bi kemni kai na dagere dia na viva bubulia sama yang sartunga nangunong gue and no munroi ni kina no muto mea ola ko na Oceania Dance Theater na no mulai tokai FIT bakadam na no malibuli FIT ya what made you choose accounting o chaung ngolani na into the creative dance and performance?
I was an accounting major in secondary school, so I just decided to go into accounting. Yung kaya sa tumuchibang ko kaya cousins, sando wasi masarap tu oy ko libu ni wai, oy ko bisa, oy ko kango. So climb when everybody goes up, there's always one person in every sector. So I was the designated accountant.
Totoka makauti dari na nomu bulia na mayang sara ng business ba na bakay?
Iyon din sana. which is several in accounting. Then I went into music school first. Avina kurvulve master live koso. Wacha kongi total singa na meki. So kita meki kaya kim nangoni vuli. Then nangoni salme kavataki na tutorials when we went and performed. And fees. And then I was like, oh, so if I can do that, I never thought that I could dance make. Even when I finally did, I was like, oh, I'm good at this. What else can I do? So I would audition for at the Oceania Dance Theatre. And then I was finally there. We learned ballet, classical dancing, Pacific fusion under the tutelage of Alan Arlo and Peter Espiritu in Hawaii. And then I was like, okay, so I've done singing, dancing, and maybe let's go into fashion as well. Let's just try and see if we can cover some areas of the arts. Just in case we never do accounting again, at least like this, we can find some place in the arts. So I went into fashion, and by the time I went into fashion, I started pulling from the dance and the music as a sort of inspiration, because when we dance, we need costumes, and the costumes are always complementing the dance moves. There's all those big dance moves, all the jumps, all the leaps, and the costumes to go with it. And we used to do dance productions at USP. Kaya sangi, didi nga kinapakukuha na imagination sa dati kinukuha na ulunda.
Totoka dina, mena, nung do costume na nga sa re Vinaka, Totoka bakawoti na ire ni kana na nung nando do tabi kina. Sige nguna talaga ni Ellen Arlo, sa Totoka dina. Na awa interview ta ki alis rumbo kawanga na marasawati. Dora kana na nabuti kemni chikino ko dora kana na baka binibinaka tuno ko nya onyala ka ni mulibay tabi saranga na andi serito mamadal takamay na no musanga tikubu mo sangole ani mo sali baka nga takan na mutali na pageant virtu na andi serito. Endo sureti kemuni ata ka baka.
Oh, kero ba kialis hindi chuk ni friend of Fenton. O kero ki Fenton ma jointala na hibiscus na nambag as contestants. King contestants. The talent for hibiscus, the talent was fashion design. And that was like, for me, my first ever fashion show in the world. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even like care if it was if we're going to be received well. I didn't have anything other thing to perform as for talent. Right. So like after that, I was like, so I'm really good at designing. Maybe I can, if I can dress myself during hibiscus, let me see if I can dress a queen contestant. And so Fenton and I's mutual friend is Alice. And Fenton came. We have a friend. She's joining the hibiscus festival, and you should be her designer. By the time I met Alice, she was Miss SCC. I had already dressed Sarah Tiko the previous year, and she was also Miss SCC. And so everything just all fell into place. I would say that it was the hand of God's place to all fall in line. I was SCC had already called me up, letting me know that I was going to be their designer again for that year. What I didn't know is when we walked into interview their contestant, sometimes to me mo Alice.
Sa Totoka dina. Isa. Matamatagan na ilang una sa kilikim ni Chikino Alice?
Yeah, kiro sa tua vida when they had just gotten back from the SWI Ship of the World Youth. We had met a few times, and she was saying that she was going to enter, and also we were also members of Pacific Voices, the choir under the tutelage of Master Inglesi Ete. We were both choir members, and we had just finished a stage production along with a dance theater called Ta'aroa. So we were singing. I hadn't danced then, so we were both choir members.
Dina. Gosati ko was tiya chukano ko so na itamba. Kongo ni sa Kongo doni chikubek na nona di serito.
Alright. Ngona mateni
Kongo
no
Kongo. Kongo.
Nas sulungo ene kerubi ko da kin to bali no sorry sada tebu me na masi na me musanding ya na mas menantaro menali medula meni alisi kasan dresser mongo I think it was her 21st birthday tapa, very big one.
Wow. Sandin.
And then we wanted to do I was saying that in the olden days the ladies, young women never wore long skirts. They always wore, everything was above the knee. So we created a mini skirt. And then once they're married, then they started wearing the long skirts. So that was our description. And the flowers on her shoulder was represented that though we may come from different islands, but one thing that is common is the teki or the salu. It's always found in every Pacific island country. So that was the flowers around her, the masi flowers around her neck. And I think I designed this piece game. Bit what kid na marami na flea market nung gusto ngu mariwai. She put all of this together. And when gutal nga Dr. Tingo sengon sa tungan dalila binak to kina. Sinilew sa dakan sinilew na kana.
Sa Totoka makauti taledi na nomro le kata kapata mai ke ngu marewai menro so collaboration is something is part of your work too muda kata kapat kirtal na kana bo
and I think it's part of our culture too, so Slovaki. So I'm always happy to be working with other itoke artists and artisans and other people too, like my business is helping theirs and theirs is helping mine as well. And it was very evident during the pandemic that of this idea of Slovakia when businesses were shut down, all I saw was just me and the other small business owners who just like helping each other, letting each other know of what's what of certain gigs to carry us through the trying times that we were going through.
Sa Totoka dina. Isa tali sarngan na numulis tali namu bakay ngatak nga na masi kay
Na nirola kong isama. Like this is my first trip out of Fiji. First trip in a plane. Katup siya nandun realist nung sakay dalo tak to na wanga buka from the airport and everything. Isa tala ka notice tak mi ba na road trip ko isama. Na sa mga kinumala ko kina. Songgo lelep sa songgo lalay. Na someone prince was the main thing that was being worn. Manduan andar na chamba na whether it was a cocktail or anything about at that time. There was a lot of like when we attended cocktails, we would wear cocktail dresses or evening gowns. But for the someones, it was prints. All their prints was just everywhere. So for me, there was such a whether it was big or small. So my motivation has always been like massive prints to push our identity as much as we can forward and be proud to wear it, whichever function we go to. And bagay ito nga naman sa kilito, uy, KuiViti tangi tumingo.
Dina Totoka.
Because like when we attend functions, that's a salmon print, that's Hawaii, that's this. And so I wanted like when people attended events and they wore my stuff, people would easily pick it out. That's from Fiji.
Dina saranga. Reda mandang ako yung go Cairo. Di ba madal takamanda for this piece?
This one is the top and the skirt. And I added like a little tawala belt in the middle. And I wanted to also just have how people always tattoo one side of their shoulders. So I want to also just accentuate my sleeve.
Kato konggoe tambaleka konggoe balawwe. Totoka.
We worked Samson Lin sila may na accessories ka design Totoka. So bakit take man fashion shongo.
Sandina. Sa rere binakandina. Samson Lee ko na pada ka ko ni Tumbe. Vata bungo.
Gona na traditionally inspired attend daru nani sere nima when she went to the pageant in Samoa as well. So she's from Televo, and we wanted to put something that Televo is synonymous for. So tuba ni vangu banana kosiat na irinindaku kalalai miniature irinindakus on the chest of the car.
Sa Totoka bako te tongo na ire.
And also the wraparound too was just like the wraparound skirt was just to showcase our the way we wear lava-lavas or sulvatongas. So this exaggerated version of the sulvatonga, the wraparound.
Sa Totoka dina. Wata mananga na balabu ni ken na ngauna e tau reda mananga ngo tali takotongo ngo reda ngo na mangi wata ken na gani vivili. How long would it take you? Do you have a team that work behind the scene, Kai?
This one it took us a week. So what I do is just like have the tailor sew the base,
right,
and then we add on the decoration. So this took about a week to prepare. So when we arrived in Samoa on the Sunday, Monday we started working on this outfit. We can sing for Vital Sandaro on stage.
Sa Totoka dina tali nenda reda na nomu baka yang taksar ngai na masi na magimagi na gani vivili kongo baka yang takotoka na iri iri nindaku tali na kau kaba ni sema pati chuku ki kwendara me baka takinani sea ni ngonelo ni teleu bio ni kinendo na kai ba ndondo te kwa me berna kana ko sa Totoka dina baka tabongo.
This also is from my last show. I wanted to show sange watinga nambexati. It was batulu. Each collection was to represent a specific, was to celebrate a confederacy. And so the last confederacy, I wanted to celebrate the Vata Confederacy. Kina na salu ni bua, I believe. Yes.
And nakuta,
iyo, nakuta. So Darjingo and Dan, she was also a hibiscus contestant. Kabasilim ko talaga na ni veitalanoa na antisenito.
Sa Totoka saranga. Rere Vinaka dina na nomu sa may veitalanoa na bibata-bata bakango vida na yado sa palatongo serting to KuiVati lisiram bukawanga na dewa nani sere nima o Drew Slater bata kay enda wow sa Totoka saranga. Vinaka baka libukay na libu ni kao o bingarabikin na bosi na kinabakay na taki na masi kung gano'n total na fashion show ko kung nakang beka na GPH
Godak mina Vodafone Arena.
Yeah. Santina.
Natalo ni natalo ko ngayon pa vatur sa sila kalagtungan don kena best. Gesa ber new lucky val mali visa me move sulmen give tar chicken. That when you come out. So when you ngi kaun dream into chicken mas visna mangi logo. Sa kita kan ton kena tani selas me makangay plan ta gitu.
Sagay as an artist o buno na mga biukina ena raw nganyo baritak ndo naka ngan reba baritak Totoka ba coach baka na bungo
got from the same show. I think Nadani print contar chico Patricia Nisara on the far right. That's called Rambale. I wanted to dedicate that particular print to my grandmother too. She's from Ngau, Lebanon Dina. And I was like on Instagram. The filter was very popular at that time. It was teal and orange, and it was called the Bali filter. So a lot of people were using, a lot of celebrities were using this filter. And I was like, what if I took the same colors and put it onto my prints, which is what the beautiful lady beautiful Petrusnesa is wearing. And also the one in the middle was, I think, it's peach and blue. So my favorite color is blue, and the peach. But peach is my company colors. Because it's also it's salmon, and salmon pink was her colors at her wedding. So I was like, oh, it's a nice color. I should use it as my company colors too. And for this collection, I collaborated with Gifts and Things. They do necklaces, and they're based at Thurston Gardens. So for the show, they came with all their necklaces, Tahitian pearls, all the liver necklaces and everything to showcase at this event.
Sa Totoka dina. O retong din tartong ko na soti na dorbongo, retong na biniboto ko may muri. Ken bambal na nomuni beka untuk garabe la ko bat searching na turang bat kirna maram. Sebada ba kai?
Iyo kai. Lakta simtalan mi kabir langwani. I also do children's wear. But you wanna check one pageant like Vinaka Kai was big masi gowns, eh? So that's when a lot of the times I was roped in for bridal gowns, massive bridal wedding. So I started off that way before I started coming on to the everyday wear.
Sandila. Everyday wear. O le subotale na be ka tuko na mea kai ni liu nindo lebu na be ka o takava na buku ni fashion Kongo mera barantaro erto na ngoneleo na on stage Otaki Kongo Totoka dina iya o sangendo la ko nung baka sama merandarama na bebekani as an everyday wear. So natapos saya kinungko na nomu company kai na nomu sa tiko kabari sulu mendarami veitalanoa nana kernangon.
Isa kerni sintervula kana militar kerni.
Iya ko na sari ng ko ni lebu na kao bitabatang ko na kinabantek na masi bantek nga like on the fashion stage yung ko talita ka na po dito po na you are turning it into everyday wear sa andaro to ni tumutum sa andaro talaga ng resulo ng ngoni. So what motivated you to do that shift from maybe na lako in fashion on stage bakatakang ko go into something that they can be able to wear every day. Sa bakatapos cuman na kinatos ng bisinisi na nung sa tikbudulan ay sulmer sa antar sa nga na bisin o ira na turang marami bulbul.
Most of the inspiration came when I was in Samoa during the time that Alicia and I was there, and just seeing everyone just wearing their prints wherever they went, even if it was in the marketplace. It was like someone printed vests, someone printed shorts, tights, leggings, all of these things. And so I was like, before I went to Samoa, I was always told myself that bridal is where I'm comfortable and good at. But after traveling, I was like, no, maybe I can also delve into kalavatas and go into these things. And it was a lot of trial and error. And I was just so thankful that I never had the spirit to give up. And I had really, really good friends and family who were by my side, just pushing me on and giving me good counsel. And that's also very important to note to it. Like before you go into something, learn about all the do's and don'ts.
Dina saranga. Wow, that is so good, man. Kaya kaya babi ni Vinaka wakan lebu sar. And sige Vinaka ni kuha na musulito na mungaw na mindaro may veitalanoa iya. Sebenarnya dapat mindaro veitalanoa ba madaltak madamay na songo o sa wakan na matchikin na April ni kadiwa na songo na ilakobi. Pag madaltak man.
Vinaka Kai, sa baklang usar tungango na bagwara kina songo ni vakaraitaki sulu na nela kobi kana ada tik me Sacramento and ka Vinaka Kai Epeli ni ambak tingango bilaksana vir na nungu models class vir rasar sar singo. Shout out to you guys, thank you so much for coming on board to support and tolu chuk na nungu collection varitaka namatay na kuiwai na nungu resort ria but kikana karwa na Big Mama. And this will be my very first plus size collection. And this is also dedicated to my dear friend who passed away here in California, Charlotte, Tisawau. So, Charlotte, Big Mama. So I wanted to dedicate this collection to it's all plus size. Katanga ni na kuntal singa may bear na marami kay Epeli nung collection lang mingo may live making a plus size. So I'm happy to say that one entire collection is dedicated to all the plus size women. Plus sizes. And the last one is Nela Kovi, which is my bridal collection. When I was thinking of putting together the name for the show, the veitalanoa nisa lako vendua. Git the wuchingan ko kasa lakovi, sal lakovi ko. Okay, and our mindset will be about the wedding, what we're wearing the day before, what we're wearing on the day off. If we're flying into the country, the bikini, all that stuff that we're gonna do, the stuff that we'll wear at the resort, everything. Then it'll be a whole entire wardrobe. So this show, I want to. When you just think of somebody getting married in Fiji, I want my collection to be the first thing that you think of when you're packing your suitcase to go to Fiji to attend an event. So I have you covered from bikinis to work clothes if you're going to be doing work while you're there. Yes. When you walk sometimes you can send to go sala ko vioka. Kenda no yung mga friends can send veitalanoa. Davi nantaro kango. Kinto na lichuki ke with sing to chicken ke me pek na sulungo me pek na kango. So I thought about all of those things. So yeah, in the show there's something for everybody. Whether you're a t-shirt person, you're a shirt person or a hoodie person, there's something for everyone.
Totoka bakot. Kaya makabe sora binakata mera like sarsareani na kariyo ni Pirelli. How do they get the tickets? Robata mera bulendo no tikite mera ngolean.
There's a page on Facebook called KuiViti USA, and on the page there's details of how you can purchase your tickets, and also sa upload tal tunga na seating plan. So kaya nandro seating plan eh tuluban to nandro runway. So everybody is sitting front row.
Totoka.
The dress code for the show is taukei excellence. So for the show, I just wanted everyone to come out and translate that in whatever way they wanted, because I strongly feel that our style of dressing is very majestic, very bold. Like if our brides can wear black and white prints in their weddings, so that means that that we are not scared to wear anything and wear any kind of print. So I was like, okay, my theme should be taukei excellence. And also when people arrive, I want them to be celebrating every kind of designer from Fiji that they want. So I'm looking forward to seeing a few pieces from other designers too been worn by the patrons who are coming to watch the show.
Sa Totoka makawati. Kaya balimbali biralaktal ngayani. Mereka will there be sale after the fashion show?
Yeah. Right now there's like I have a stock in the US. If people want to see what clothes are here, they can it's also available on the page.
Wow, to talk about ready bikem ni na parang tikumay, bikem ni maraman ito kay Amerika sa tutal nga nanonisur sa baro takatunggo o Epeli Tuibeqa. Kaya bakaw ni binakatal nga mo ni binakatamontar tal nga iso ni wala sar nga na page KuiViti USA kay
You guys.
KuiViti USA. April ni kadiwa ni wala sar tiko na nomuni calendar na ila kobi e na bakay do tiko may Sacramento, may California. Sebenarnya nga ni dapat ni veitalanoa do nga na mubos nga ni bakandre matay bir na ngoner bakarong chukumay kaya bakaran do talita kan droini kapakate kemuni kai na nomuni droini chika na nomuni exercise book na davo roni balong kang katekira na taledi ni design kenan droini
na kebuka ndo droini kebuka ndo design na nugu basala si nugu advice we kemni don't give up the room itu nga droini the room itu nga because na nanda bakasames sa naman kinda sini sanda ngwileda mta sa ngwileda yun kanga ndo lakchimi na droini sa kavochi but this sa redi matango na nugu ideas so wala nga na droini takatali vitali kibuka sa droini takochi bukin droini takochinga na lak when the time comes you will need to pull up those memories. It won't be hard for you to do it. And surround yourself with a good company and good friends who will give you good advice always.
Nasaranga. Wow, Totoka Kai. And last plug for your April 9th event. Dotalaka motuko na membaleta na nomu event for April the 9th.
Okay. Well, not to give away too much, just for those of you who are coming, just know that I used to dance at Oceania Dance Theatre. I used to sing at Masterlize School of Music, and I'm also a fashion designer. So that in itself should give you like the kind of show that I'm going to put on.
And the rest, they have to see it on the night.
And the rest, you'll, yes.
Wow, Totoka Kai. Thank you again. Vinaka Kai in the middle of your busy schedule. Nanomu daka kina nomu bose. You gave your time. Mindar veitalanoa tunikua. Au savanu ni Vinaka sarten wikim ni kai. And kindotal nakao nanganreba ndongon memori like leading up to the event. Kebelistal may mindotal ndor mata talanoa. Ngebitar taranga mebiao. Kalau ngati tiko na nomu tiko bolingo California.
Santono. Nakvalevu kai.
Nakvalevu, vanini Vinaka. Sabe, nakvalevu sarkai. Vikem ni navarong tiko mai sa Totoka na ne veitalanoa ni kua ke Epeli Tuibeqa na nona suletu me na nona ngona na KuiViti mende me veitalanoa takatu na taledi tu wana doroboni rewa doroboni lami koro vikem ni kada navarong tiko lami koro ni bula Vinaka Totoka na linga ni besusu mai lami koro vaso ko na koro butuna me nei rai vakumbuli tarchinga nei rai vikem ni kada na sema tiko mai lomai Viti susu mo ko me na koro vaturanga o tamavua koro vakumbuli sarchukan vikem ni kada na turanga maramanita na koro vaturanga o tamavua na bula na bangani sema tiko mikina ni vakumbuli takichukan ningo ni kere chukayani moni na vito kuni na nona songo levu o Epeli Tuibeqa na April ni kadiwa na ilakobi kana baka tiko mi Sacramento. Bikeda na tiko ya Amerika ke bakanda binakata menda buleso na nona sulu sa vulaoti ninge ngola ngai na KuiViti USA Facebook page tiko kede kina na kana tuku matela lai ninge bolato nga na tikni singa na April na ikadiwa men sarap tal mando bakaleleng ko na tamba ko ya bay vakaraitaki tiko na turanga wekandango mawa mono sia manirbe Vinaka na itamba Totoka sa may lorei tiko na nona may bosa tiko na wekandongo o Epeli gohe taledi go na nona sulutaka na maramong go alisi ran bukawanga na dewa roa sala bata talanga na nona alaki vakaraitaki o alisi may Samoa talei na nona vaka nilinga manggosa dina kabaka yang taksar ngakwe na masi bakatal ngaki na magimagi na gani vivili na vimbi kenabi kai dandar bango lako bata saranga ke na nonta na beka de kiliteni kina na taukei Totoka dina na lingango na nona biuta bata tiko ni sulu mentandar maka bakatal ngaki nango na binibo Totoka ngo sa sulu Totoka ngo antar maka o nanise rainima Totoka na linga mongosa ni wekandango o Epeli Tuibeqa. Au sa waka mati tukani bikim ni kere, lolo tukani waka le bikim ni o klani sa o tukana ngoni waka singlevu, mai Viti na buna ta bangani waka singlevu tukina na tiki ngonongo sa waka mbuli tukani bikim ni naka waka lebu na nomuni sema mai kua ni mataka na ngono batal ngango and then mai vital na tukini ke Samson Lee ko talaga do talaga na do ni droini sento designer and nakatiko na nono songo lebu talaga ko na singa baroin ko and marota kan ro bangala tikiraw ro na wekanda rorongo o Epeli Tuibeqa ke Samson Lee and non ro mai bete bitiko na nongo program au sabak mo den vikem ni na kabini singa binakongo ni moade